Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to a little IL Yacker. Again, as usual, not on the kayak because I am down in Alabama and I don't have many spots to put the kayak in down here. But we're gonna be back to Illinois in a couple weeks. Back to some of my normal spots. But finishing up school down here, and then I'll be back in Illinois for the summer, making some more content for you guys. I've been trying to record a little bit during the spring semester, but I honestly haven't had many incredible fishing days, especially not when I've had the camera on. Really, I haven't caught anything over about 3.5 pounds down in Alabama here, so I don't know, nothing I thought worthy to post. But this summer we're definitely gonna get back to some of my gems you guys saw last summer, and hopefully get some big ones again in Illinois this summer. We're gonna walk down here to this little country club pond right here. There is some big fish in here. Caught a couple 4-pounders, one in the fall on video, which y'all saw. And last week we had a really good week here, but I was with some buddies, so I wasn't recording. So we're gonna get down here. They have this little creek, you can't see just quite yet, but it runs from that bridge up to here and then stops right about here. So some of my favorite fishing, and it's still about 5 p.m. here, so sun still pretty high. Might be able to sight fish a couple. So we might start just walking around looking with the wacky worm, which I don't have a worm on there yet, but I've got the worm, got a frog, got a nice glide, and I've got another EWG hook that I'm probably going to use to put a fluke on. So I'm going to walk up to the water here real slow. Lots of grass over here, but there's usually a nice... There's a bass right there. There's usually a couple bass sitting at this end under this grass. So I see a little bass there. So let me get a worm on and I'll cut to where I'm casting for this. This might be a good time to break out a different bait I've been using and see how these fish like it in real time. So if I cut that part of the video because I didn't catch them, I just got 2 separate bites right in front of me on the wacky worm, and I can still see these fish. And I think they're a little scared now. I'm not sure if it's a problem with my hook, but I got some of these in. They're not the nice ones, really. They're the cheap little fuzzy dye that everyone has been talking about. Should be perfect for sight fishing some of these fish. Try and find, there's a bass. Thing is, it looks just absolutely crazy in the water. I've got 2 coming after it immediately. I think those 2 might be a pair right there. Both swam for it immediately, but I didn't give it any action. I just was letting it fall. Let me see if I can pop it around a little bit, get their attention. Doesn't seem like they're interested. See another bass coming in on the right. Throw that bait out deeper. Ate it. That was cool. Twitched it once, watched him eat it. Look at that fish right there, folks. Not a huge one, but we're gonna get him up here as quick as possible. Man, was that fun. Twitched it once, watched him eat it. Not a bad fish. These fish look smaller in the water than they actually are. I mean, he's long, but he's a little skinny. He's definitely over a pound. Got 2 of his buddies still right there. So, God, there's a lot of little bass around here. I'm gonna toss him. Hopefully there's not a big bass hiding in it. I'm scared, but I'm gonna toss him right back in there. So that is the new fuzzy dye, gentlemen. I bet these these fish have never seen this bait before. So that is one advantage you're gonna see, even though these fish are pressured and this thing is chartreuse, which I got from Amazon, so I didn't really know what color exactly it was gonna be. It's catching some fish. Bass out there. I just dropped it right close to him. He didn't like that. Someone did though. He just eat it. There we go. Not a bad fish. Get out of that grass. He's gonna jump himself up on the shore. That's the first pretty decent bass of today. Wow, that was cool. I think that was the same fish. I don't know if you guys can see that sand pouch right out there, that sand pocket. It's definitely a 2-pounder. And that sand pocket right out there, he was just sitting on it. I threw it, spooked him, and he came back for it once he saw what I was offering. Awesome fish though. I'm probably gonna get a picture of him for the thumbnail. And we'll get that bad boy back in the water. Nice fish. Awesome first bite. Or not first bite, but first really good bite there. Glad that one didn't get off. And this fuzzy dye, they do really like it. Is that the same fish right in front of me? Or is that a different fish I'm gonna be able to sight cast right now? Where'd he go? Make sure my bait's good. And one thing I think, this fuzzy dye is kind of imitating is anything that would be imitated by a jig, sort of. It's got that same skirt. And they just kind of see that I don't know, that lifelike action almost, that sort of another fish would have, just with those tentacles kind of going like that. I'm sure they don't really know what they're eating, but they just can't resist it. That was cool. He came up for it on top. Feels like a decent fish. He's got a bunch of grass with him. Come on in here, buddy. Oh yeah, we'll take that. That was pretty fun. Look at that one there. Another pretty good fish. Got that fluke right in the corner of his mouth. Get a picture with him. That guy was hungry. Hopefully you guys saw that. Casted it back there. There's a lot of grass, so I kind of had to pull it up onto a little bit. He came up, smashed it. He would have been a good one to try and get on the frog, but I'll take it either way. That was a fun little fish to catch. Always usually one hiding back there in that drain. Weightless fluke. Seen me fish it before. One of my favorite lures of all time. Just twitches back and forth. Falls really slowly and kind of dances as it falls. So I get a lot of bites on the fall too. Just the best for when you're trying to, you know, leave a larger like bait fish presentation right in front of their face for a long period of time. Make them go crazy like that one. That's the best. Got a little bass cruising in front of me. See if we can't get him to go nuts too. He should hear this commotion behind him. Not interested, huh? Cast up ahead of him. I think he's on to me. Man, that was a fun fight. We're gonna keep working down the bank and trying to get a couple more like that. Maybe one even a little bigger. That's 2 solid fish now. Ooh. He doesn't like the frog. Why wouldn't he like the frog? I don't know if you guys saw that wake. Like we got a guy who's experienced with the frog. Let me go get the wacky worm. Let's see if that'll take care of him. Frog is honestly a great tool sometimes just to locate some fish. And then sometimes you can take care of them with the old wacky worm. I don't know exactly where that fish went because I saw him wake off to the left here. But we will try all his spots. There's something. There's something going for my worm. Yeah, there's a fish. Not a bad one. There we go. Beautiful fish. Located with him with the frog. Saw him wake around. Got him with the wacky. Hell yes. Alright, I gotta be a little quiet back here. We're kind of in the middle of a neighborhood, but walked up this little drainage thing to come up here. Most of this is pretty shallow, but usually I can get sometimes some frog bites or some bites on the wacky worm. there's a fish. Might be a nice one. On a wacky rig. Come here, buddy. Oh, what a fight. And what a beautiful bass to end the night on. Wow, he is not even that big, but he gave me more of a fight on this pole than like my 6.7 pounder did. It's a solid 2-pounder for sure. Beautiful night out here. Gave me a run for my money, that's for sure. We'll send him down. So if you guys can see him, give him a flip. And he's off. I'm gonna call it out here. It's getting dark, bugs are coming out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Got some fish on that fuzzy dye right there. The fluke, the worm. It's a great night of fishing. I hope you guys enjoy. See you back in Illinois soon. See ya.